Hey everybody, welcome back to another Dead by Daylight video. So today we're going to talk about Grim Embrace. Now, I've already done a video on Grim Embrace when it got changed on the PTB and all that stuff. And my thoughts really haven't changed. I think it's a great change. I think it encourages people not to tunnel as hard. Any perk that does that I think is really healthy and good for the game. And as many people have stated, I would rather have gen blocking be the meta than gen regression, and especially gen slowdown. Now, there is an issue to be said about it being combined with regression, but that's not the point I'm making with Grim Embrace. I think the problem with a lot of this is if we start thinking too much about like the combos of all four perks, that we can kind of delude, because at that point is Grim Embrace the issue or are the other perks the issue? And that's where I think we need to find that fine line, right? But at the same time, Grim Embrace, though, I have been running it a lot on every other killer but Chucky right now because we're still doing our add-on run. But overall, I've been getting great results with it. I have been personally combining it with Corrupt Intervention and Dead Man Switch, which is the combo. Dead Man Switch is the main combo everyone's talking about. And I'll get into why it's actually really, really good. So Corrupt Intervention combined with it. So Corrupt Intervention, for those who don't know, at the beginning of the game, it makes it so the 3 farthest generators are blocked for 2 minutes. Once you're down somebody, that block goes away. Now, normally it's kind of punishing you for killing or downing a survivor because then the corrupt goes away. At the end of the day, it still kind of does do its job, though. It makes it so the survivors that spawn on those farthest gen, which is typically what they do, can't just go straight to those gens and start doing them, so they have to move. But this combines and synergizes extremely well with Grim Embrace because once you get that first down, which shouldn't take you 2 minutes, just saying, and the corrupt ends, you can put them on a hook, walk away, and now all the gens are blocked. Now, you might lose some gen progress still, but not nearly as much as you would have if, everything goes according to plan and the survivors did spawn near the corrupted gens, which, like I said, typically they tend to. Not always, but most of the time. So that buys you another 16 seconds. Now, why does this combine well with Dead Man Switch? Well, the obvious synergy is that Grim Embrace knocks them off the gen, and the Dead Man Switch activates. And then it keeps them off the gen. That's not the only thing it does. It's also giving you information, because now you know which generator they're on. So now you know which part of the map to go to for a pop, or to start patrolling and looking for people. It's a lot of good synergies there. And do I think it's a bit oppressive? I think it's too early to say, personally. Now, people got to remember, because I've seen some complaints, all I'm seeing is this all day since it came out. Yeah, once again, that's just how new content works. Something new comes out, everyone's going to test it and try it out on different killers with different perk synergies. Like I said, the main synergy people are trying right now is Grim Embrace Dead Man Switch. So they're going to combine that with 2 other perks. Probably Pop to see how well it works with the timing and other things like that. So yeah, you're probably going to see it for a little bit longer. Do I think it's going to become super meta? I don't think it's going to become super meta, but I think for certain killers and people who don't like using pain res or scourge hooks in general, I think it will become a very viable option. And I think that's the other thing with it. I think for killers who can't use Pop Goes the Weasel very well for whatever reason, maybe it's mobility for the most part, or people who just don't like kicking gens, yeah, I do think this is going to become a very viable option for them. And then for people who don't like Scourge Hooks because of the RNG dependent nature of it, and the fact that some people just don't like the mechanic as a whole, not just because of the RNG mechanic, but they just don't like that they have to go to a specific hook. So yeah, but I think Grim Embrace is a viable option to give them a way to have some form of gen regression. On top of that, honestly speaking, I really don't think it's that big of a deal. We've been dealing with Deadlock for 3 years. I'm not going to sit here and say Deadlock is super OP. I'm just saying that it's basically the same. I would rather the survivors get a timeout for a minute so they can go do something else, or wait for the gen to get done, or go to another gen, than, them losing all of their progress and just having to do it over again. If anything, I think we need to start looking at the more regression-based perks and, on the survivor end, perks that speed up gen speeds. This is a tug of war that's never going to end, but, you know, the less viable we make gen rushing and gen regression, I think the healthier the game gets overall. That's just what I think, obviously. I would love to hear what y'all think about Dead Man Switch and Grim Embrace, particularly the combination. And like I said, maybe try out the Corrupt Intervention with it. I really do think Corrupt is really, really powerful with it. In any case, I love you guys. Have a good one. And links and stuff are below. As always, for the Discord and the Twitch and all that. And don't forget, we're going to be doing the Killer interview podcast thing. It'll be out on Wednesday. This week is going to be Artist. I will not reveal who it is yet. Anyone who knows who Artist is, though, probably knows who it's going to be. And I am super duper excited for that. In any case, have a good one, everyone, and bye.